Ahoy, hoy, everyone.
Ahoy, hoy.
How's it going? There you go. Sorry about that.
It's funny. There's about 500 checkboxes, and that one likes to untick itself.
It does. Like, yeah, all the time.
Well, we're super happy to see you.
Yay, we're happy to see everybody.
Seat of Your Pants Productions presents the TrickyBricks Build and Chat.
Hey, it's been a long time, really, since that happened.
Well, Flynn, you do a great job. You're the engineering studio as well as, co-host, MC, and general good guy. So you're doing all right.
Thank you. So hey everybody, it's Wednesday. It's St. Patrick's Day today. So happy
St. Patrick's
Day to everybody out there. We couldn't wear any green because obviously.
Yeah. But my minifigure, my sig fig wears green every single day, so that counts.
Yeah, there you go.
Right?
That's
Does
true.
that count?
It's true.
And you've been printing things in green.
Oh yes, I printed something in green, which is pretty cool. But I wanted to give a shout out to Brickworm, who and everybody who contributed to this awesome backdrop.
The quilt project.
Yeah,
right?
the quilt project, and this one is somewhat TrickyBricks specific, with lots of callbacks to things.
What
Coral. Coral. All right, it's early. It's early. We got a coral already in the first 5 minutes. So.
I know. We're ticking off boxes on the TrickyBricks bingo card.
Yes,
we're gonna have those printed on like cardstock, and
we
all
really
that.
do need to do that.
We should do it. Moto made it ages ago.
So let's see. We've got pins.
Should we do Disney pins?
Let's do pins. It's time for pins.
An enormous pin today. It's like a square brooch. It's so big. This is from Disney Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, here, hang on a second. Let me see if I can't.
A little bit of help from our focus friend Clicky. Thanks. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and a little over a year ago, with Minifig Chicken Paint Pusher, we went on Smuggler's Run.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Right, it had just opened.
Okay, now I've got this one, and I've got this. Now, I wore this one a long time ago, and I just found it again. Now, bonus points if you know, and Minifig Chick, you can't enter this one. You can't enter the bonus points.
Almost.
There we go. Bonus points if you know what this is and what it's from.
Well, I know what I think it's from, but I'm not even sure. We're a little bit soft.
I know exactly what it is.
Which is maybe not a bad thing.
That's best I can do, I'm afraid.
All right. We might be actually just a little blurry.
That's fine. Yeah, I am definitely a little blurry.
Speaking of which, we're drinking coffee here that was a holiday gift from the Hornburgers.
Yes, holiday gift coffee from the Hornburgers. Ahoy, hoy, Hornburgers.
Thanks for that.
So yes, Debo Bricks was the first one in with the right answer. Captain EO. These were the 3D glasses that you would put in to go and see Captain EO, and I just remember wanting to see Captain EO so bad because Angelica Houston was in it. Like, I didn't really care about Michael Jackson as much. I was like, I really want to see Angelica Houston.
Oh my goodness. See, we're meant for each other. And see, I, being the guy I am, was kind of bent out of shape about Captain EO because it took the place of Voyage Through Inner Space, which was so fun. You got to shrink down and go in a microscope.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, I gotta say.
Nerd ride.
So why don't we say hi?
All right. Hi, everyone. We've got our audio going. We're going to say hi to everyone in the chat. But welcome to everyone on Facebook, too, and everyone who even doesn't chat.
So Apples is here, Brickanista, Brickham's Den, Cowboy Cornado, ahoy howdy. Darren Siegfried is here.
David Robinson.
Hey, Dave. Debo Bricks, Delicious Foods, Fabufan MKE, Gary Mullane, hello. Gary, all the way over in Ireland. Gergonzola is here. Greebling Wizard. John Luttrell. Johnny Cat. How's it going, Johnny? Lego cat creator, Matthew builds bricks. Hi, Matthew.
Minifig
chick, Mr. Ellie Daniel. One. Oh, yes, right. Ellie Daniel 1. Osorg is here. Patrick Wismer, Remy Baker, Rob Zaccardi, and the Zaccardis, Lana, Vanessa, and Elena. Hi, how's it going? Let's see. Jake Sadovich is here. Hey, Jake. Smoke Up Johnny is here. The Brick Orphanage, Wilfred, Zach Martinez, and, of course,
Sarakino.
Kim. Awesome. Hooray. Oh, this is going to be...
I didn't even put my pin on.
And I know I saw Albert Lee was here earlier. Christopher Coster is here. TrickyBricks, how's it going? Lots of fun people in the chat today. So excellent.
Flynn, my shirt is keying out a little bit here. I wonder if I shouldn't change shirts.
I think you'll be all right. We're gonna be little for
I'm
most
actually
of this, so
rezzing into another dimension, just like in Tron. Any minute.
So so it's time for so this has kind of turned into an unofficial feature. Oh, Bubs and Lava Bat is here. How's it going?
What's our unofficial feature?
The 3D printing corner.
Oh, yeah. crafty corner.
Crafty corners. I've been busily printing this week.
All night last night there was a soft diffused LED glow and the sound of humming and whirring as the printing robot all night. Okay,
so I'm going to go to the down cam for this because it'll be easier. Top cam. There we go. Get that out of the way. So I got three things that I printed over the last few days. So first of all, I printed another Lego crystal, but this time I did it, and now I don't know if you can tell here because the light's coming from above, but this is actually see-through. This is transparent, and you can see light through it. And this is printed with Amy DD from Lego Masters. Amy.
That's her signature.
Her signature filament, Blood of My Enemies. You've heard me talk about it before, but I did some tricks and figured out how to do it with no infill. So you can actually see infill are the things that they put inside to help hold it all together. But this one didn't need it. Hey, Demure7242, how's it going?
Sorry.
Whoa.
Sorry for blinding you there. You ready?
Yeah, let's see if... Nope.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
anyway,
kind of.
it lights up. There's a hole in the bottom, and you can light it up. Sorry, we'll take that away. All right. So I did the crystal. Thank you, TrickyBricks. Next up, I printed. Now,
okay,
I did not
get ready.
I did not design any of these models. I just printed them. But I did print.
Who is it?
It's Baby Yoda. It's Grogu. Very excited. This was really fun. So I just wanted some little like fun friend to hang out while I was printing, and I don't know. I only had so many colors of filament, and I thought it would be fun to do this one in bronze. So it looks like a statue.
Your frogs, friends.
I know.
You could print a little green frog to go.
I just wanted to show you, like, he's got some really fantastic detail. Like, I apologize that I right at the moment don't have the designer's name handy. I will try and find it because they deserve a lot of credit. But this is so great. Oh no, it's called Marvin's Miniatures is who did this. That's it. I remember now. So there was that, and then this is really cool. So this next thing is probably the most detailed model I've made to date, and this was by a couple who go by Chaos Core Tech, and I saw them on Twitter announcing that this was available. So I printed this bust, and I'm sorry that the color.
Yeah, here in the room it's a deeper primary green, like almost a hunter green.
But I printed this bust of Vision, and I don't know if you can see the details on that, but it is.
Ahoy hoy Shane Laval.
It's stunning. Hey, ahoy hoy Shane, how's it going? So yeah, this is a Vision bust by Chaos Core Tech. Beautiful model, tons of amazing detail. And there's a little stand that goes with it, too, that I'm going to print out later today. But, yeah, so Pretty
Uh-oh.
cool.
Where's Wanda now? Wilfred wants
Well,
to
I
know.
wish that I had the talent to model a Wanda. I haven't seen one yet. Again, so like I've been experimenting, going from like the TrickyBricks coins that I've been printing up, like which was a simple design that I made and printed out, but it was flat. It was a coin, you know. Oh, you can't see it. It's keying out. TrickyBricks coin. Anyway.
Did I get a...
So yeah. Anyway. And then
Yeah, so you're learning 3D modeling.
Vision has now phased into
wow.
into the wall.
It's invisible.
Anyway, so yeah, those are that's the fun with 3D printing that I've been doing. And yeah, I'm really psyched about this one. It's just, it's so fun.
I gotta say, and we're talking about priming some of these and painting them as well. I really want to do a giant size mini doll of an elf.
I would love to do that. That would be so cool.
Right, about like this big.
All right, so are we ready for? I think we're ready for this next feature.
Uh-oh, what could it be?
Sticker set show and tell.
Well, this sticker set show and tell, there is a little bit of green on it here, is from Minifig Nick.
Well, here we'll do top.
Oh, good.
We'll do
be
top
great.
cam again. Top cam.
Yeah. And we'll hold it right up close.
Thank you. I got it.
You got it?
I did.
Okay, so I don't know where these are from other than that Minifig Nick sent us these, and each one is an individual sticker. And I did find some Jurassic Park grab and go sticker packs that had, you know, a bunch of stickers in them. So I wonder if this is a version of the grab and go pack. Minifig Nick, if you're here, let us know, because there's so many fun stickers.
Yeah, there's a ton of really great minifigs on here. Minifig heads. Really, really fun.
Who is that saying hey?
I'm not sure. I can't. I'm not sure. Yeah, and they're really small.
Yeah, they're super small. They're great. Super fun. And you know, I gotta say,
hey,
as much as I just want to hang on to this sheet and keep it as is, I'm gonna start putting stickers on things, right? Because why have stickers if you don't use them?
Exactly. Oh, and thank you, Minifig Chick, for putting up the Yoda model. Yeah, Marvin's Miniatures, like that guy did.
Oh, cool.
Or, not Yoda, sorry, Grogu model. He did such a great job. I love it.
Minor spoiler.
I'm gonna print another one. So yeah.
Yeah. So how crazy you can just like email people something and then they print it in their replicator.
Do what now?
You just email them the file or give them the link, and they're like, "Here, now I printed it at my house."
So that was if you have a 3D printer, you could print your own Grogu at home.
We're gonna be ordering tea Earl Grey hot soon enough.
Maybe
soon enough.
Oh, and you know, there's another version of that Grogu model that is separate pieces, so that you can make his body
colors.
and his hands and eyes and head different colors. So I might try that.
You know, given that I feel like he's gonna have a big hand in saving the universe for, you know, the Force, and all that, you'd think he could do better than to sit around in a potato sack. He's in a burlap bag. Right?
A burlap sack with a fur collar.
You could have, like, I don't know, a nice percale or something.
Minifig Chick, if you want to put the link to the Vision model, it is on fangs.com, THANGS. And you only have to go to the front page because it's the top trending model, no surprise. But by the way, if you're really interested for... Bob's and Lava Bat says, how do you create a design for a 3D model for a 3D printer? Well, there's lots that goes into it. Like, I haven't been able to get past this. Like, that's as easy as I've been able, as simple as I've been able to do.
Now, Flynn minimizes his efforts, but he modeled these handles, like he created the shapes, extruded them, modeled them, attached them to a compound curved surface, you know, and attached the whole thing to a base with details. So I think you've come a long way from, you know, making your first coin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, and so Bubs, if you're interested, and anybody out there who's interested in learning about 3D design for 3D printing, there is a free program that's all run through your browser. It's called Tinkercad. You should absolutely check it out. Tinkercad is a great program for you to learn all those kinds of like, basic 3D things. And they've got easy projects you can do, and they've got tutorials and all kinds of stuff. So, well,
I know.
Whew. Let's have a sip of coffee before we start talking about our big subject for the.
I know
for
we
today.
got busy about this subject. We looked at a number of things.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a poll, flash poll here. When we were thinking about the things to do history of or how-tos, it is a huge effort to do a history of Ninjago, right? That would be multiple episodes, right? So we tend towards things that had a shorter lifespan, and I really like Chima. Do you want to see maybe not a whole episode, but like a feature on the history of Chima? What do you think? Am I the only one who would be interested in that?
History of Chima. It was interesting because how long was it?
I didn't do the research. It was short. It was like 2 or 3 years, I think.
Yay,
TrickyBricks.
Brick Orphanage, you're right. Fusion 360 is also free for personal use. Sorry, another 3D program, as well as Blender is another free one. But I think if you're just starting out, like when I first started out, I started out with Tinkercad and kind of moved on to Blender afterwards. It's just a lot easier. It's a lot easier entry level, I think, than jumping straight into like Fusion. Man, it made my head explode.
Where else?
Okay.
Where else other than doggone it with
video?
Than video here? Can we do this one? Well,
probably
I'm
not.
having trouble showing colors in the front here, but I have a bright orange Bengal tiger. I also have a beige saber tooth. Like, where else are you going to get this in Lego World? You got to go to Chima.
All right. Well, we will be coming soon with a history of Chima. But today,
I know. What did
we're
we do instead?
Today we're doing a history of Lego Dimensions. Now, Lego Dimensions came out very early in our Lego career.
Yeah, right at the beginning.
Like right towards the beginning. So we and I'm a big gamer, and we are always looking for things to play together, multiplayer games. And we ran across Lego Dimensions when it was still on the PS3.
Yep.
And then when it came out for the PS4, I remember we actually wrote to them, and they sent us a new upgraded disc, which was awesome.
Yeah, and we had, we came into a bunch, along with just about everyone in Baylug, came into a bunch of Dimensions packs because they were on like clearance sale for nothing.
It's true.
We got a bunch of them.
It's true. So, this is going to be up. This one's going to be up for a few minutes. So just enjoy this picture while you.
We have facts.
We have facts. So, Lego Dimensions. In case you are unaware or hadn't played, so Lego Dimensions was Lego's entry into the Toys to Life game. Or genre. Okay. I'm not sure what you call it.
Yeah, they weren't the first to enter.
No, not by a long shot. And I would almost say they came into it like a little too late, like just a little after the just a little after the peak. Like I think, like if you look at it, like it had started to go down. That's not to say that Toys to Life is over. It is still going strong in some places. So. The biggest one that was out and is still going to this time, and I believe probably the first one was called Skylanders. And so what Toys to Life games would do is you would take a toy, like you see here, and
maybe a little smaller than Grogu,
and then you would put it on a base that would read.
It's an RFID
thank
tag.
you.
It's a near field sensor.
So you can see,
and there's several
Sorry,
different
everyone.
ways you can do it, but basically it senses when this is close to a sensing device. In this case, the Lego game. I'm gonna call it a gamepad.
Moto's here. How's it going?
Moto.
So there was
right. So you got a toy, and then it senses it. And then what happens in the game?
And then it brings that character into the game. So the thing is, if you want to get the character, if you want that character in your game, you're going to have to go buy that toy separately from the game that you already paid for. So it's definitely like it's an investment, right?
Yeah.
Like it's an investment if you really want to get into it.
Well,
so,
and like the people who did Skylanders,
yes,
there were 7 versions, and they liked it so much. How much did they do? It was like a
$3 billion over the course of 4 years, and they sort of like launched this. So Skylanders is still going. Then there were a bunch of other ones, including Disney Infinity, which was a big sandbox game. Now Disney Infinity came out, I believe, just before the Lego one. So again, it was like it just kind of hit the peak. Really interesting figures. Of the designs on the figures of the Disney Infinity ones I thought were beautiful. And they were like toy versions of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, and Star Wars characters. And I think you said you counted 105 playable characters by the end of the series. It lasted about, I think, 3 or 4 years, right? So yeah, I know. Like Skylanders, Bubs and Lava is saying he doesn't think that Skylanders is that popular anymore. It wasn't. I mean, it's not anymore. It's still going. Like you can still buy the figures at GameStop, and
it was immensely popular. And
it was the first one.
What I learned is that at its peak, this was the most lucrative portion of the video games industry.
Yeah,
that it was really just people were pouring money into it and playing a lot with the figures.
So then there was, and so both Skylanders and Disney Infinity worked on that, like buy a toy and get a and then read an RFID chip.
RFID was chip. One. It's a near field sensor. It senses when it's close.
So then Nintendo came up with their version, which was called Amiibo. And what Amiibo is where you would buy a little toy and again put it on the thing, and the character would appear in your game. But it went even further than that. They started creating Amiibo cards, particularly for Animal Crossing. So you could read this card into your Nintendo Switch, and then this character will come visit your town.
It worked with the 3DS too.
Yes, it worked with the 3DS too. And this character would come to your town, and then you could, oh wow, they're all phasing. Anyway,
yeah, there's lots of green there. They're colorful cards, and you actually got a bunch of characters for your Animal Crossing town through Amiibo cards.
Yes,
right?
I got a bunch of some of my favorite ones, and then these ones were given to me by our good friend Drew for Christmas. We got these awesome ones. All right, so that was
So they weren't so much toys to life. You weren't buying toys of the characters. You were buying the cards.
Right. And people are pointing out that yes, Wii U was the Nintendo version that started using the toys to life thing. So, let's see. They
I did want to mention.
Oh, yes.
I wanted to mention on here that for Amiibo, we're looking at about 2014 to 2016, and there was Super Smash Brothers, the Super Mario series, and then Animal Crossing. So really popular franchises.
Yes. So
that's the history of Toys to Life.
Toys to Life, right. So then we get to 2015.
A brief history.
2015, and now Lego comes out with Lego Dimensions. Now, it came out for, let's see, so it was developed by Traveler's Tales, who's the company that does all of the Lego games now. Like pretty much all the Lego games that you see, with the exception of a few, are the Traveler Tales ones. Like all the themed ones, like Pirates of the Caribbean, Star Wars, all those are done by Traveler's Tales. And it was published by Warner Brothers, which is important. Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, which is important because when we get into the licensing for all of these insane characters that they ended up having,
a zillion licenses.
I believe they were all Warner Brothers properties. I'm pretty sure.
So a lot.
They came out. It came out for the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 3, the Wii U, Xbox One, and Xbox 360, and everything came with this starter pack. And this little starter pack here came with this little portal on the back, like decorative portal.
Well, that's all built out of Lego, and
you build it in the game.
Yeah, right? Exactly. And things even like the like the Batmobile, you only got instructions how to build in the game. So I think they really tied Lego building to this in a big way, and it made them a lot stronger than some of the other Toys to Life companies because you could take it all and play with it with your Lego.
Right, exactly. Oh, excuse me, everyone.
Right?
Yeah. And then the base set came with 3 figures. Gandalf, from Lord of the Rings, obviously.
Gandalf the Grey.
Gandalf the Grey. It came with Lucy, a.k.a. Wildstyle, from the Lego movie. And, of course, Batman from Lego Batman movies. And it came with a little Batmobile.
And 17 levels.
And 17 levels that you could play with just these characters. Now, I want to show you. I'm going to go back to our top camera for a second here, and kind of show you. So here are some of the little bases.
We have so many of these.
So this is Benny's base. So some of them were decorated, right? With the characters usually had a decorated base that went with them, and then the vehicles usually had a just plain one.
I have a piece of trivia about these too, but I need to see our script.
Okay.
There were, depending on whether it was year 1 or year 2 of Lego Dimensions, these were this color, or in year 2 they were orange.
There are some orange ones. And then I just wanted to show you. Now we've since dismantled the portal to use its pieces, but this is the little base. Like, this is what it looks like, right? And you did do some building on it, and then here you would place your character on its little base. Now, it should be noted that you don't have to have the character on the base. You can literally just put the base on, and the character will show up.
Well, you can see all the chip, the circuits on the inside of it. So here's where you would register the figure, and then during the game, during various puzzles, things would light up, and you'd have to put your figure on different colors.
I love this. Wilfred says Wildstyle is called Cool Tag in French.
Oh, right on.
That's so cool. Okay, so now one of the things right off the bat that I know that some people were that found difficult about it, and I think Bubs and Lavabat mentioned it too, is that the instructions to put the things together came in game.
Yep.
So you would kind of be like stopping the game to put the vehicle or whatever it was together. And I've actually got... Go ahead.
And some of the vehicles, I think the Batmobile included, you would get multiple builds with those same bricks throughout the game. Like you would transport... I don't remember if it changed into a jet, but once you make it into the new build, then you can actually get in the Batmobile and ride it around.
Exactly.
In that form.
So that was the thing. It would always, you would always get a vehicle. And here's some of the vehicles. This is obviously the Mystery Machine, Scooby-Doo one, and then these were from the video gamer one that they did. I love this. This is probably my very, very favorite. This Defender Machine.
That was the first time I'd seen a mic used as a joystick.
Yes.
On that one, and then I remember a character that we always really wanted was the Wicked Witch, because she could get on her broom
and fly around. So that was so that was part of it too, right? Like, and that was the impetus for you to get other characters here, was that they made it so each character has a superpower that can open a certain type of thing,
and also go into secret places that are only for that character to unlock.
So you would have to have that character enabled, which is, the other Traveler's Tales games are like that. Like you find different characters, and once you unlock those characters can do that. Except for this time, instead of just getting them all in the game, you would have to go and purchase the one that you wanted. So there were places that only Benny could go because he had lasers to break things up.
Well, an interesting thing is that meant that if you got that character later, you could go back and replay earlier levels. Right. Unlock the whole thing, and there was a lot more play in levels that you thought you were done with.
So that was part of the replayability, right? Like you could just replay and replay and replay. So let's talk about... Oh, so it was about 2 years. It lasted for about 2 years, from 2015 to 2017, and it was canceled in October 2017. So I'm gonna just
Lego
put this
actually
back here,
closed up their shop that did the development as well as the software company closing up that project.
Oh, that sounds so sad.
Well, but during 3 years they did a lot of, they did a lot. They had a huge number of different, what are they called? Licenses,
IPs. So, all right. So the great thing about it is that it's a cooperative gameplay. So it's multiplayer, but it's cooperative. So very family friendly, very in the Lego mold, right? And let's see who. What else
You could
am I
actually.
looking at here?
I want to add to that. In the second year, those orange pogs would unlock battle arenas, and you could actually, in the second year, you could play multiplayer up to 4 players.
Right.
But you needed to have those different pogs.
But up to then, it was two player cooperative play, which was awesome. And then you would there was like puzzle solving and enemy battling, very, typical Lego game stuff. Building, you would build little things just like you did in the. I love it when you would press that button and they would have that click sound. Yeah, that's so satisfying. And then you'd like build the little thing up. And then
like in the Lego movie, or like in the Lego video games, right? You build things in game there, same function.
Yeah, same developer, so they carried all those same things that people loved about Lego games and just sort of decided to put it in a different wrapper. So let's see. Okay, so there were let me see. Sorry, I'm just looking at our notes real quick.
We wrote down a bunch of facts and reorganized them multiple times. So bear with us.
Yeah, so, okay. So the story, and it was incredibly complicated, and we're going to give you like a very, very trimmed down version of here. But so Lord Vortek, who is like the big bad in this particular game, and voiced by Gary Oldman, which I love and I didn't know. His minions, they arrive on planet Foundation Prime, is what it was called, which I thought was funny. And he's seeking the 12 Foundation elements in order to place all the dimensions. This is like a very multiverse kind of thing, under his control. Elements like the ruby slippers, the One Ring are scattered throughout the dimensions, and then you have to kind of go find them. So Batman, Gandalf, and Wildstyle are our heroes in the beginning. And they have to find Robin and Frodo and Metalbeard, who have all been like sucked into a vortex, deposited into other dimensions.
There's lots of going through vortexes in this.
There are many vortexes. So I'm going to show you. I do have some. Here's some gameplay. Now I love this. Is by the way, of course, all of the gameplay show the super mashups. So here you have Marty McFly from Back to the Future with Gollum and the Wicked Witch against an Emerald City backdrop, which is amazing. I love that. Here's another collection of characters.
We got Krusty the Clown,
Mr. T. We've got Finn from Adventure Time, and I think her name is Abby from the new Ghostbusters, in front of the Simpsons house.
Yeah, and I think with her you got the Ecto-1 as well.
Yes, that was like a whole big thing. And then here's our from early game. This is the Gandalf, Batman, and Wildstyle on their way down the yellow brick road. I love how it's all broken and like kind of spooky looking.
Now, if I remember, once you complete that level, you can actually just play. There were sandbox levels as well where you just went in and smashed stuff and ran around. Right. That was some of my favorite because we were doing big builds at the time and being very careful. So I would love to go in, and smash stuff.
Okay, so the crazy thing about this game was they ended up being able to bring in 30 different franchises into this, and some of them you were kind of like really thrilled that they were there, but at the same time, like, what? Like, how? Like, I was thrilled to no end that Mr. T and the A-Team van were in there, but it was like, huh? It was really, I just remember being, like, really confused. So,
but where else can you hang out with Scooby-Doo and Mr. T together?
So this was and then there were multiple kinds of packs that you could get for the game. So there were story packs, and the story pack would include a figure, a couple of vehicles, I think, a new little setting that you could put onto your little board there. So like in the case of the new Ghostbusters, it was a Chinese restaurant backdrop that had some beautiful doors on it, by the way.
gamepad.
Yeah, like onto the gamepad. Sorry, thank you. You put it on the gamepad.
I don't think that's the real name. I've forgotten the real name.
No, it's called the gamepad. You're right.
Good.
And it would include 1 or 2 characters, a vehicle or gadget, and a new gateway design for the toy pad.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and they would also unlock a new keystone for the portal, which would give you additional abilities.
Oh yeah, they had these beautiful printed translucent blue tiles that went around that were the keystones.
Yeah,
right?
purple I think they were
Purple?
actually. Yeah, they were
Purple.
really cool. Then there were and that would add 6 levels to your game, like levels specific to that franchise. And in some cases, you could play the entire movie, right? Like I know with the new Ghostbusters and the Fantastic Beasts ones, you could like basically play out the whole movie.
You know,
so
I know people talk about cost of Lego a lot, but I feel like you got a lot of gameplay for buying a new pack.
Yeah,
it seemed like a good, didn't seem too expensive to me.
So and then there were team packs, which were similar, so they contained 2 characters and a combination of 2 vehicles or gadgets, 1 for each character, like from a particular franchise. And then there were level packs that would just add 1 additional level to
and that one too.
Right, yeah. And then there were level packs. I should have said level packs first. So story packs, 6 levels and a couple characters. Level packs, a character, a new level to go to, 1 new level, and a vehicle. Then there were the team packs with 2 characters and 2 vehicles. Then the main one that everybody mostly bought were the fun packs. And these were a character from a certain franchise with a gadget or a vehicle that would come along with it.
Which was basically getting a CMF that you could play with in a video game as well.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
A lot of people treated them like CMFs.
Yeah. So Wilfred says, would you say you were paying for the amount of Lego stuff in the pack or also for the game stuff? Both.
I bet most of the cost was the licenses, because there wasn't a lot of Lego, but you did get these cool minifigures you couldn't get anywhere else.
And I believe the smallest ones were $5.99, if I remember correctly. And then, in addition to those 4 types of packs, there were 2 special poly bags, but we will get into those when we get into those. So,
and that's what I was looking for about the first and second year. The orange pogs were specifically also for the polybags. You needed the second year pog for that.
Oh, well, there you go.
Who knew?
Second year pog.
Like these.
So so now we're going to go through the magical land of, we're going to look at all of them, folks. We're not going to linger, but we are going to look at all of them. So this was the Adventure Time set, and this one was a level pack. So it came with a level, and there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them that were in level packs. Now we've grouped these all up by franchise to kind of make it a little easier. So we'll point out when with each one.
So
here.
the kind of packs will be mixed up.
Right. This was an example of a fun pack, and you can
we
see
got
actually,
her early on.
We
right?
did. We have our Goonies one here. But this was Marceline the vampire, and I loved her weird little spider speaker thing, right? And then this is an example of a team pack. So this is the 2 characters with the 2 vehicles, vehicle and gadget friend, and you could ride that little car around. All right.
I love the little. Is it a Game Boy? No, what's that?
Yeah, it's like a little game. It's like a little Game Boy character. All right. So here we go.
Yay, Mr. T.
This Mr. T is really great. And, oh, you know what? I've seen this tile a bunch of times in our collection, and I keep forgetting where it came from. That's what that is it's from the A-Team van. So this is, again, I was like, that is so awesome, but why? It's just such a weird... This is such a weird. Well,
so you could be
throwback.
Marty McFly driving the A-Team van.
Sure, but I mean, and I also think it was a way for them to appeal to adults and kids. So it wasn't just because, what kid's going to remember
was old
this?
when this came out.
And by the way, if you ever get a chance to look it up on YouTube, and I'm sorry that maybe somebody else can look it up, but there is a really amazing music video called Treat Your Mama Right by Mr. T singing the song with like ladies in mom jeans in the background, like mom ladies as his backup singers, and it is priceless. So look it up, Treat Your Mama Right by Mr. T. It's on YouTube. I highly suggest it. I post it to Facebook every single Mother's Day because it's my favorite. It's too good. Okay.
Smoke Up Johnny pities the fool.
He buy that pack. There was Mr. T cereal at one point too, by the way. He was a big deal. All right. Now this one was one of my favorites. Like I jumped on this one. Beetlejuice with the sandworm is amazing. This was a great figure. And so you could take those figures off and just use it and use the character in your collection. All right,
which we promptly did. We have don't we have maybe 5 Wicked Witches or something?
We do. We ended up with quite a few. So, and there you see that orange second way Pog. You called them.
I made it up. That's from, Pogs are.
It's
from
Beetlejuice. He's back in Pog form. Right.
That's where that came from.
It is The Simpsons. Okay, so here was the Back to the Future. Now this was this one a level pack, I believe?
Well, it's 2 vehicles. You get the hoverboard and the DeLorean.
Right. So this was the this is it. This one came with a Back to the Future level, Marty McFly, the flying hoverboard. I guess you don't have to say flying. The hoverboard and the DeLorean. I gotta say, I love that little micro DeLorean. Is pretty clever.
Yeah.
It was like a really, really good design.
It's hard to make one smaller than that.
Yeah.
I love micro vehicles anyway.
And what's nice about these micro vehicles, like a lot of these little things, is some of these pieces, like maybe this one would be a little more difficult, but some of these pieces are they're not uncommon pieces. So you could probably put these together, pretty easily with your own bricks if you have a larger
But you
collection.
gotta play the game if you want the instructions.
And this was the Back to the Future Fun Pack with Doc Brown and the train from Back to the Future.
Awesome.
3 or 2 or whichever one it was that had the had that.
With where they go to the Old West.
Yes.
Where I like the translucent blue grill for the lightning on the sides.
Yeah, it's really clever. Okay, so now we get into Richard's favorite, Chima.
Yay!
So this was
I love Chima, but I don't know any of it. I gotta say.
This is Kragger, the
I don't
Chima
know
character.
any of the lore.
So clearly, Chima was still a thing while this was going on.
See, that's why we need a history.
Yes. So apparently, Wilfred says the PDFs are now available on Lego's website to build all of the things from Dimensions. So there you go. Very cool.
Thanks for that.
And this is Eris, another Chima character. I love the little eagle build. Is great.
We have a couple of eagle Chimas, bird Chimas.
We do. And this is Laval. The sort of like the more lion one. I believe he's our hero. I don't know that much about Chima, but
I think of him as Lamal.
Never-ending story.
That's what I'm saying.
La, na, 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 'cause you're too shy.
Right.
Hush, hush, eye to eye. Okay, on that note.
Too shy to find any more mousse that you can possibly put in your hair, Lamal.
All right, friends. It is time for the pause that refreshes. That's right. Please welcome our very special guest to the show. Logan, come on, buddy. He wasn't already ready. Can you believe that?
Hi.
Hi.
You go first.
Hi, buddy. Here we go. Oh my goodness, you're late.
Everything's out of order.
There you go.
We were
Yay!
out of cookies. Look, he's wagging his tail so much. Say hi to everyone. Hi. There you go. We were playing catch a lot last night. Can you?
Oh,
that wasn't even a bad throw. Good job.
That was so good. All right, one more.
Okay,
Sound of happiness.
Someday it's going to bounce on your nose. Let me touch your nose. There you go.
Yay, Logan!
Sound of happiness. Last part of that one. Good boy.
All right, there you go. Oh, you weren't expecting a never-ending story and Kajagoogoo mashup today? Well, there you go. Well, I mean, they were both sung by the same guy, so I think it's a fair mashup, right?
I think Never-Ending Story gets a bad rap. It's such an awesome movie. It's.
Let's go back to the slides.
Flynn has a thing about the luck dragon. He's not so into the luck dragon.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so oh yes, Wilfred says the Logan Fun Pack, Logan plus cookie.
Yay!
It would be, and a rope. Like that would be the other thing. A rope. He loves playing tug. It's his favorite thing. Okay, so
this looks like a good pack.
TrickyBricks says somewhere Giorgio Moroder is smiling. Moroder is smiling. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope he did too. All right. Okay, so this was
every time I hear Giorgio Moroder, I think of Johnny Cat. I got to.
You just have to. So this was one of the not the level packs. Sorry, the story packs. So this was the Lego Batman movie one, and there were a ton of DC ones, and especially like Batman universe ones that we're going to look at here.
Oh, and Lego Movie Robin.
And yeah, so Lego Movie Robin, Lego Movie Batgirl, which to me was the reason to get this one because of that purple and yellow, the classic purple and yellow Batgirl outfit. It was amazing. And
now we have a yellow utility belt.
We do. We have several. And then it came with like the little bat jet thing, and then of course the Bat Cave computer shaped like, which is a cute, clever design, right? And then you got the 6 levels with.
And it would look great during the game because all this area in the front, those cutouts would all light up various colors.
Okay, so this
one of my favorites.
Yeah, I love this one because this was a chance to get classic Aquaman in his orange and green outfit, one I remember from Super Friends.
With all due respect, to the Khaleesi's former husband, I like this Aquaman.
Jason Momoa. Yeah. Anyway, so there. And then he came with a little sub, which I love the use of the flippers on the side. Like, it's a cute little design on that little submarine.
Don't we also have a dreamy Jason Momoa minifig? We do.
We have the other Aquaman one. Yep. Okay. So... Oh, so this is Bane from Batman, another Batman. I thought this was kind of... I don't know. I didn't love this minifigure. I thought it was a little creepy.
But his drill vehicle is great.
Yeah, his drill vehicle is cool.
And these cute little vehicles look just like that in the game too, and they putter around and bounce around.
Well, and even again, if you didn't want this for the game, like the minifigure alone and the piece, like I see 2 ray guns there. Like that's a great, like that's a great little. Those are great little pieces to have. Okay, so this is Excalibur Batman because why not?
Why not? Oh yeah, I guess most utility belts in Lego are yellow, right?
And this is Cyborg, which I love. I love this character anyway, and it's just such a great little minifigure. And I think
a little shooter.
Yeah, he's got the stud shooter, and then his like little mech is a great little tiny mech there.
Joel Marbella, welcome.
Hey, Joel Marbella, how's it going? Yes, at the time, TrickyBricks was saying it was a cheap way to get Bane. It was. I think what it was is without the. He didn't have the respirator thing on. It was just kind of built into the thing, and it looked weird to me. I think it's just because I expect to see him with the 3-dimensional thing.
This is reminding me we had a lot of fun with Dimensions.
We did. We should go back and play it again. Okay, so this was one of the limited editions. There were 2 limited edition DC ones. There was this one was Green Arrow in a poly bag, and did we see?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Supergirl.
Yeah, Supergirl, but where they were given away. There was like the Supergirl just came with the PS4.
Yeah, I have. Let me find this.
And so, okay, so one of the really fun. This I'd like to talk a little bit more about the games. Let's get through DC, and then we'll go.
Here we go. Green Arrow was from 2016 promotional events and Black Friday retail offers, so they were really exclusive.
And there's the Supergirl.
And that was only from a PS4 starter pack bundle, timed exclusive.
Wow,
Right.
there you go.
Collectible.
Very good. Yeah, so those two were really hard to get a hold of. Then we got Superman and the super
a
jet
vehicle
thing. I don't know why he needs a super jet vehicle, but it's great that it came. It needed to come with a vehicle. So
It came with the Super Zamboni.
it's a cute little design. And then this was the team pack, Joker and Harley, which is a great little combo.
We have those
They
too.
both came with. The vehicles are okay. Like, I'm not super excited by those. This is more fun, I think, for the figures. But I personally like the Lego Movie Joker hair. That's like that crazy, like swept back, like weird Dr. Seuss tree looking thing.
Do I remember that there was a time when you made a sig fig with this Joker hair because you had that color of hair?
Yes. Yep.
That's what I thought.
I did at that point. So this was another team pack. This is from Teen Titans Are Go. We got a couple characters. I love the magic book with like the spell coming out of it is fantastic.
Very sort of elves.
And the cute little jalopy, like the medium azure jalopy, really
and
great.
a purple hood too.
Yeah, I admit I don't know much about this show, but I do know, and this is Starfire.
Oh my goodness, her eyes are huge.
Her eyes are huge. Her little mech is kind of hilarious. Her little robot is hilarious, and with I love that they used a helmet. I think that even might be a friend's helmet on there. Really great.
Yay, invisible jet.
Wonder Woman with the invisible jet.
The invisible Zamboni.
The invisible Zamboni, exactly. And I love she's got that fierce look on her face. And a great base on this one. Okay, so we're gonna go back up until when we'll get back to Doctor Who in a minute.
This gets into major story elements.
Right. So this was so by the way, it won the best game. It won a BAFTA award for best game in 2016.
And that's the British Academy of Film and Television Arts, so that's huge.
It's very prestigious. So it was great to know that it won some prizes. That's all. That's really cool. And it
was up at the same awards ceremony as Horrible Histories.
It was. That's won several BAFTAs actually. So let me see, what else was I going to say? Oh, so there were all kinds of things that you could do in game. Like there were secret areas that you could go to. I'm like,
okay, spoiler alert.
Yeah, these are spoiler alerts now. So there was, as you saw, we were about ready to get into Doctor Who, and there was like a TARDIS model.
Here, I'm just going to cut in for a second.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a spoiler about the story. These are spoilers about discovery of secret places you can go to.
Yeah, so if you don't want to know
out
about
if
that,
you don't want to know that.
So there were way more than what we've got here. But just wanted to tell you that, like, from the Simpsons level, Meltdown at Sector 7G, there was a place where you could build the TARDIS, and if you get in the TARDIS, you come out in Flintstones land, and I believe it's just like their house, like outside the front of their house, which is great. There's a hidden level in the End is Try, which is like towards the end of the game. In Hobbiton, you can go like to a special area and go to Bilbo's birthday party, which is awesome.
With fireworks.
Yes. And then in another Simpsons episode, The Mysterious Voyage of Homer, you can actually build the TARDIS again and then go to the Jetsons' living room, which I thought was really good. So I love that as Homer, you can get in the TARDIS and go to both the Flintstones and the Jetsons. It's pretty brilliant.
Well, you know, I actually, there was a couple of... there was a guest viewer I read from Brickset, Captain Rex 101, and what he really liked about this game was one of the most compelling One of the most compelling aspects of LEGO Dimensions is the ability to combine all of the characters from every franchise in the main story.
Yeah.
And that was huge. I hadn't had that kind of a sandbox experience before.
Same. And Christopher Coster is asking, did you have to have the Pog in order to play these? We're calling them Pogs now.
I know, we made that
Yes,
up.
you did, because that's where the RFID chip is inside of this, and that's what would read on the little gamepad. So that's how you got him in.
So this unlocks the character, but then the gamepad also writes to the Pog, so the character updates over time.
So I love this. We got a Cyberman and a Dalek, which is fantastic. And then we get the Peter Capaldi Doctor with the K9 robot and the TARDIS, and there's that TARDIS that you could take and like go to all the different places. And there were more places. Like the TARDIS actually plays really heavily in getting you to a lot of these secret levels. They're really Patrick Wismer says they're called Pogs Tricky Lug Cannon now. That's true. That's right, you did just get this one from Minifig Chick, I believe. So E.T. E.T. again, like I was like, oh cool, but wow, okay. And I love it. They didn't have a vehicle for him, so it's a phone. I mean, it's a great phone, and it's a great tile. That little number phone tile is a fantastic tile.
Oh, and they're using a whip for the cord. That's cool.
It's a great little build. So this this was the Ghostbusters, the new Ghostbusters, and this was one of the story pack. So this one, if you got this one, you could if you got this one, then you could add the 6 levels to the game, and then you could also play the entirety of the new Ghostbusters game in here. So that was this one, and here now this one was a level pack, and this was like the vintage Ghostbusters when it came with the Ecto one, and the Ghost Trap. And this is the one that you could, and your Bill Murray minifig. That was the one thing that I loved about this.
I can see the crankiness from here.
One of the things I loved about this game is that it had a ton of celebrity minifigs that you would have never gotten otherwise. So this is great.
It also you also got a lot of flesh tone minifig heads. Various flesh tone minifigs.
Various flesh tone minifigs. And then there's this. This is the Slimer. Came with a hot dog, of course. Very good.
I'm gonna refill our coffee. I'll be right back.
And then we got the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and Zool. Isn't that Zool? So these were great. These were the fun packs. Then we get into the Harry Potter Fantastic Beasts franchise. We've got Hermione Granger and Buckbeak. We've got, this was the team pack that came with Harry, Voldemort, the Flying Ford Anglia, and the Hogwarts Express. And then we got a Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them story pack, which opened up a whole bunch of, like 6 full levels. You could play the whole game, and it came with Newt Scamander and the Niffler. And then we got a fun pack with Tina Goldstein. And I gotta say, like, I know a lot of people weren't excited about this minifig. I love it, and I was super excited about the 1920s style hat, and her outfit I thought was really great. I really liked this one a lot. Okay, here's another one. Here's another one that I was like, that's really cool, kind of, but why? And this is Knight Rider. So, like, how many of you kids remember Knight Rider?
Our friend Nick loves Knight Rider. He would own that. He would own Kit.
Nick?
If he could.
Yeah. Oh, wow. All right, there you go. Not minifig Nick. This is a different Nick.
Different,
but, all right.
Different Nick.
So it came with Michael Knight and Kit. And
long before Baywatch.
Long before Baywatch, and you could do 3 different kinds of... and there's another celebrity minifig.
Although the Baywatch story pack would be very funny. Not much story.
You just run down a beach the whole time?
In slow motion. There's no story.
So this is an odd choice, I think, but I think it was one of those... So I think
this was aimed at adults.
Well, it was definitely aimed at adults, but I also want to say, and I know this about licensing, that these licenses were probably a lot cheaper than some of the other ones. like these ones that are the more like the Mr. T one, like this one, and a couple of the other ones. And I know that like when my friend was a pop artist for Disney, when he first started painting for them, they would only give him access to like the most obscure characters, like the ones that the licensing was not. And then later, as he earned their trust and did more, he was able to do more and more until finally he was able to do Mickey and some of the other characters. So I wonder if to a degree there isn't that going on as well. Like, oh, what do we have
This
that's
one's
affordable that people remember?
Dust it off. Pink Wheels 3 is here.
Hey, Pink Wheels 3, how's it going?
And points out that Germany remembers Knight Rider. That country loves the Hoff.
So, oh my goodness.
They do. They love David Hasselhoff.
They do. So this was Lego
That's what I
City
hear.
Fun Pack, and this is Chase McCain.
Wow,
Okay.
you know stuff. I didn't know this one.
I do know stuff because I read it earlier. I'm like, on this one. And then we got into the Lego movie one. So this is Bad Cop with his car. We have Benny with his spaceship.
Yay, Benny.
Yeah, I love this one. Like, who doesn't want another Benny minifigure? And I also love the little micro build of his spaceship. Spaceship is adorable.
I just saw, I should pay. I don't remember who posted it. I just saw an awesome picture of Benny with long flowing hair this morning.
Is it the mermaid hair? The new mermaid hair?
It's that. Yeah, it's got multiple colors.
Yeah.
In it.
We got Emmett with the little bulldozer, or the, what do you call that?
Jackhammer.
The shovel.
Oh, I thought you were calling his tool a bulldozer.
Big shovel machine.
I don't know, a shovel loader. I just call it a Tonka truck because that's what I had.
We got Unikitty with our cloud car. And then we got into
Would this be, I'm going to guess, Gimli?
the Lord of the Rings. Yes,
It's the only one I could think of.
Yes, we got for Lord of the Rings we got Gimli, and at the time I remember wanting to get why I wanted to get this is because it had those round tiles with a hole in them.
Ooh.
And it came with 4 of them and also a brown round jump plate.
Thank you, Smoke Up Johnny, for calling it a backhoe.
Thank
Monica
you,
Berry
backhoe
as well.
excavator. There you
And
go.
Christopher Coster, excavator. Thanks.
So I loved this his little mine cart that he came with. And then we got Gollum and now I can't remember the giant spider's name for whatever reason. Oh, and by the way, speaking of spiders, don't forget that our challenge this week, I'm going to go over here.
It was like Chub.
Do you like that?
Something. What was it? It was a horrible...
Yub Nub? Shelob.
No,
There you go. Thank you.
Shelob. See, I got the bubba.
Don't forget, our challenge this week is an insect challenge. So that is the theme of this week's challenge. You are to make an insect, whether that's a 3-dimensional insect or a mosaic or whatever it is that you want to do. But it's insects is the theme. I'm really excited to see what people are going to come up with. So
It's going to be super creepy and fun.
yes, a spider is not an insect. It is an arachnid. But
that's okay.
I think,
We decided... because
we're using it as a blanket term.
We will allow arachnids. We will
Yes.
not allow crustaceans.
Hey, London Bridge Bricks, how's it going? Welcome.
Only land spiders.
I knew we were going to get in trouble for saying a spider and then
It's
saying
okay.
insects. I'm
6
sorry,
legs,
everyone.
6 legs, 8 legs. It's up to you.
My apologies for saying the wrong thing. I'm just going to go crawl in a hole now.
It's a creepy crawler exoskeleton Fantasia.
Okay. Back to slides.
I don't know, Chris Chalice, about shellfish. That seems like it's pushing it.
That's a stretch.
But you know what? If you send in a mock of shellfish, we're not going to refuse it.
Exactly. You know how.
Yeah,
we
make
do.
something that makes you happy.
So, all right. So back to Lord of the Rings here. We have Legolas, which is a great figure, and I love his base. It's really cool.
And this points to the fact that we had fake Legolas for the longest
We
time.
did have
didn't
fake
we?
Legolas for a long. We made him up. We were just like, it's Legolas. Why not?
I don't know. He's got elf ears.
And then the giant. Oh gosh, wow! I used to make this with the
Crossbow.
kids, but it's not a crossbow. It's
Trebuchet?
a trebuchet. Thank
No,
you. Or not
no,
trebuchet.
a trebuchet is like a fling it over thing.
We did so much research, y'all. I don't
We
even know
did.
how we remember. I'm remembering all these characters'
What
names.
is it?
I don't know how.
What is it? It's not a
It's
crossbow.
the
It's not a
giant
compound
ballista.
bow.
Thank you, Albert
Thank
Lee.
you.
See, y'all keep us honest.
I know my
Appreciate that.
trebuchet from my ballista.
Okay, so now we got into Ninjago, so like a Lego property, and here we have, and I know I'm gonna mess them all up. So here we have the blue ninja,
Thank you.
and we have I think this one's Lloyd, the gold, and this is the gold ninja. Yeah, Ninjago J. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
We're not
even gonna guess. You can tell us.
Yeah, I believe this is Lloyd though. I'm with 2 L's. So blue is J. So blue J, that's how I'll remember it from now on. And Chip has a chocolate chip nose. Okay. This is
this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No, this is still
Who is that?
Ninjago.
Well, he looks like he's got a red turtle face. No, you're right.
This is Naya, and it is she, I believe.
Okay. So I completely...
You just completely mangled.
Okay, I'm going to put my glasses back on, and I can clearly see that this is a mask. That was my grandpa moment for the year.
Yeah,
okay? I don't have to worry about going there again.
Here, I'm going to go over here so I get these right. I'm actually going to go where
Oh my goodness.
There, look at me. All right. So...
I can't believe I called that.
Wow. All right. Let's just move on. So next we have Sensei Wu. I know this one for sure. It's Nia. Okay. Very good. So this one came with this dragon, which was a really cool piece. And I remember at the time, everybody was very excited because it came with a white croissant, which you could only, I believe at the time, get in the Parisian restaurant set. And people were really excited. And a friend of ours got like 100 of these and did a stop action animation live.
I know,
at Bricks by the Bay. It was incredible.
While the convention was open and people were swirling all around, he was very patiently making a really cool animation. And Joel Marbella, yes, I'm being optimistic and saying it's for the year. But despite the fact that I am a proud 54 years old, I definitely have grandpa moments.
Well, and also, too, like, I feel like I've gotten the names of almost... I mean, I knew the Chima names.
Yeah.
You'll forgive me on the Ninjagos, so... there you go. I love the ship here with the binoculars on the front. It's
almost
really
like
great.
a Gatling gun kind of front.
Yeah, so, and I'm sure you can tell us who the red and the black ninjas are because I did not look it up. So, there you go. Kai and Cole. Thank you very much. This is Kai and Cole. And then this one is Zane. There we go. Zane is the one that's got the blue face.
We have so many of those kind of triangular shuriken.
Yeah, they're really, really cool. And Joel points out that all these small builds have larger build equivalents. Yeah, those the mini models are really...
Oh, cool.
I think they did a great job with these. Really, really, really cool. All right, now here's something I really know. So this was the Powerpuff Girls, who made their debut in LEGO Dimensions and then went on to actually have their own sets after a little while. So this is Blossom and Bubbles, who came in a team pack, and that's Bubbles' little like stuffed octopus toy, and then that phone is the phone that they get the calls from the mayor on when there's trouble. Like, it's like their version of the bat phone.
That's a pretty cheerful bat phone.
It's the cutest. And then...
and all before nap time.
All before nap time. And then this was Blossom, who was my personal favorite. She was the cranky one. And you can see like the packaging there. We got a whole bunch of Simpsons ones. We got Bart and his go-kart. And this was great because it had that the lightning bolts. Like, there were no stickers in this, by the way. These were all printed.
I like that they made the go-kart rickety by using those train wheels.
Yeah. Then we got Homer with and I believe this was one of the level packs that you got a level with. And then he came with his car. And again, notable in this one was the amount of pink pieces and the itchy and scratchy tile on the TV.
Is that a pink cheese wedge on there?
It is a pink cheese wedge.
Do we have pink cheese wedges?
Pink cheese wedges.
All
right. Then we got a Krusty the Clown with a little scooter, like a motor scooter, again with those ray guns on the back. Great pieces. And he came with a pie. I remember being excited about the pie.
Yay, my favorite character in all of Dimensions.
Yeah, the Wicked Witch, and then we got a flying monkey that you could do a couple of different. And remember, all these mini builds had multiple builds to them.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, and you get that great sort of fez, the
Yep.
blue truncated cone.
So this is Jurassic World. This was another level pack where you got a Jurassic World level, I believe. Is that right?
I don't see it in that one.
Oh no, it's not. This is a team pack. Sorry. And then this came with Owen and Random Guy, but again, a great couple of, especially the medium nougat skin tone minifig head, which was great. It came with those great decorated discs, and I actually thought the dinosaur build from this was really cute. It's a really great like mini dinosaur.
And Joel Marbella got the Powerpuff Girls at the dollar store.
Oh, very good, very good.
I know smart shoppers who were patient found these at really screaming deals.
Now this was my favorite one, honestly. I already said that, but I really loved the car, and this was a level pack, and this was the Midway Arcade with the gamer kid with the Defender machine.
And look at those tiles.
And, and it's got tons of great decorated tiles on the side. Again, no stickers; these were all printed. And he came with a soda and a little what was supposed to be a quarter. And then he has the little 8-bit, almost kind of Space Invaders looking guy on his
Look
shirt.
at that, arcade for a nickel.
Yeah, so it was a cool little arcade, and the funniest thing though is you could get on the Defender machine and ride it around like it jumped. It was really weird.
And wasn't there a mini game where you could actually play Defender too?
Yes, you could play. There were ones where you could play games. It's great. So again, like really great pieces in this one.
Yeah, I think that torso's really good too.
Then okay, here's another one where I was like, Mission Impossible. This was a level pack,
and it's new Mission Impossible.
New Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise. And then we got the car, which is a cute little car build, and then like his super jet motorcycle thing, which is all right.
Well, I'll just say if they had a Peter Graves minifigure, that would be Mission Impossible.
There you go. Now this was my other favorite, and only because this is one of my favorite video games ever. But again, this one was kind of obscure, not obscure, but this one was kind of like interesting choice. I'm glad they did it because it's a great game. But this is from Portal, and then it came with Chell, who was the character that you play in the game, and then one of the little tripods that would shoot at you, and then it came. And the reason I wanted it was the weighted companion cube. And that was that's the little thing on the side there. I really wanted those tiles, and you can see each one of them has a little pink heart in the middle of it.
Now, what did we use? We used that in a mock.
I used it for a rug at one point.
No, we used companion.
Oh no, we used them in Fab Max Furry Road.
Oh yeah,
to connect our train tracks together. We used the weighted companion cube because of the little hearts. So yeah, this was a great little set for for pieces, like to get all of those because it came with 5 of those tiles. So yeah, the printed tiles on this one are really great. Cool. Another favorite, Scooby-Doo. It came. This was another level pack, and it came with Shaggy and Scooby and the Mystery Machine and a giant sandwich.
So what is the Lego conspiracy against Velma? Where's Velma?
More Velma, please, more Velma. I will say
this was super fun.
The level on this level was really fun. I loved the Scooby-Doo level. There was like a haunted house, and there was a whole carnival area. Yeah. It was great.
Oh, and you could. Is this where you got the head for your Scooby Centaur? No, it was Scooby's.
It's a different body,
Scooby's
though.
Body, right? Different
body. It was a standing Scooby. Okay, now this one was really popular, and of course has now become is going to become a Lego set in its own right, an ideas set, Sonic the Hedgehog. And there were Sonic Hedgehog levels. This was another level pack. Came with these great little vehicles.
Oh, I never flew around in his plane. I don't think I played Sonic.
We didn't play this. I don't think we have Sonic. The Goonies, which of course iconic. Like this one I can understand. It came with the Sloth minifigure with that great like funny headpiece, And it has a hilarious, like, his face is great.
And the creepy organ.
I love the creepy organ, fantastic. And the little boat is just a wonderful little build.
I know, check that out, Naomi.
It's really, really cool. Oh, the Gremlins
Yay.
one. Hooray. This is another great one. Another team pack.
You had to be really careful not to get these wet.
Yeah, don't get these wet. I love the little mini Polaroid camera and the car. They're fantastic.
Oh, that's right, because doesn't he...
He drives the little car, the little toy car.
Doesn't he blind Gizmo?
Yes.
I mean, not Gizmo.
Bright light.
Stripe. For a little bit with the light.
And that was it. That was, believe it or not, all.
Yeah, that's all there was.
That's all there was. Oh, that's it.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. There you go. So there was, I mean, obviously there's a lot more. Like, this game is pretty deep, and we kind of skimmed the surface of a lot of this. But it was really, I think, a marvel of design. Like, again, the fact that they were able to, like, recreate all these different worlds in Lego form and get them into the game. It was just really fantastic.
It was super fun to go there. And a little tiny piece of trivia. Lego Dimensions was alluded to in the post-credits sequence of Lego Jurassic World, in which Lego bricks used in the toy pad and the scale keystone are dug up by Alan Grant.
Oh, well, there you go.
Archaeological dig.
That's hilarious.
In Lego Jurassic World.
So Joel is asking, do we have all the packs? We don't. We are missing a few of them. We have a lot of them.
Bunch of them.
We have a lot, including we have the Goonies one. I think Sonic is one of the only ones we don't have, and we don't have the Supergirl and the Green Arrow ones.
But if we're gonna play this again, we have to lay our hands on those little pogs, because they don't really. They're great for putting the figures on, but they don't really interact with Lego in other ways very well.
Right.
So we put them all in a safe place. You know how you do.
So what Wilfred says, what was that mug? It's my Niagara Falls mug from the 60s. It's great. It's got good little decorations
Flower
on
clock.
it. We have the Powerpuff Girls, plus we have a couple of Powerpuff Girls sets. And Joel Marbella says, "Oh, this is gonna start a fight. Gremlins is a better Christmas movie than Die Hard."
I'll go there. I'm gonna say that, but that's just because I like Gremlins, and I'm not a fan of Die Hard.
Fair
That's
enough.
okay, but I think they're fine adventure movies for other people. I'll take Gremlins.
No, Chris is saying wrong. Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh, see,
Boys,
but that's okay.
Boys, take it outside.
You know, there's more than one TV in the house, and if there's not, you can go to your friend's house and watch Die Hard on Christmas.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Well, I hope that gave you, like, if you've never not familiar with Lego Dimensions, I hope that gave you a little overview. I'm sorry we couldn't really. I don't really know the legality of sharing clips and stuff like that. I'm not quite sure what you can and can't do, so we're just trying to be careful.
But the animations are really good. I think it's a super fun game. My only criticism of the game at all is that some of the puzzles, and we talked about this a little bit, the pad lights up in different ways, and you have to place your piece. So you put down your game controller and start placing your piece on the pad. And we found it worked better if we played together.
Yeah, so what it would do is these little areas light up, and you would have to, like, swap the characters around on the plate depending on, like, what color was lit up, and you have to and it was
I felt like it was distracting.
I was just going to say it felt like a distraction. And as fun as the game was, like, when you were doing that, this part of it I found, absolutely was a distraction, and I had a hard time focusing to try to, because I sit and play a game, like, I want to be in the game, and I don't want to be, like, I don't want to necessarily be taken out of the game. I mean, I did enjoy, there was definitely joy in swapping out the little pogs and having the character appear in game, right?
Yep. You know, so I found a quote actually. I looked at information from the Lego world about this, and I thought, well, what did the video game world think about this? And I found a quote, if you'll bear with me while I read this, from IGN that I thought put it pretty well. Lego Dimensions' kitchen sink approach to packing its worlds full of great characters and fun references consistently left me with a big dumb grin on my face.
Yeah.
While the puzzles that required physically moving the pieces became tedious, the act of exploring dozens of locations based on the things I've adored since my childhood was genuinely entertaining. And I feel exactly the same way. That was Marty Silva from IGN.
Yeah, I agree. It was a great. Again, it's that we were talking about this the other day. That nostalgia hit, right?
Yep, every bit of it.
Yeah, and I mean, and I think even to the point where, like, yes, like Knight Rider was a weird choice, but it was kind of fun. Like, oh, I'm riding in Kit. It's talking to me. Okay,
Next, back to the Wicked Witch.
Back to the Wicked Witch. Yes, please bring back. And you would definitely find your characters that you wanted to use, but I like that it encouraged you to try and use different characters. Just like it really was very, very similar to your regular Lego, Traveler's Tale game. Just instead of, like I was saying before, instead of giving you all the characters for free and you had to find them, you actually had to go out and purchase them.
Well, and also instead of just being one theme, it was many themes.
And weren't there also a couple of other, like, weird franchises that they touched on that didn't actually make it? Like, there was no character for the game, but they did, like the Flintstones one and the Jetsons ones, where you kind of went. There was even more of those sort of like little. Yeah, now Wilfred says he wants an A-Team Lego set. Come on, Lego. Yeah, right. Along with your
who was that? Along with Mr. T was Jan Michael Vincent.
Jan Michael? No, I thought he was it. No, but it was the guy who ended up playing Barkley.
Our least favorite character in Star Trek: The Next Generation. Barkley. Just go through the Transformer. Stop it.
Oh my goodness. The Transformer?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. See, there it is. There's another moment already.
I gotta say, I'm gonna give you.
I say too many words.
I'm gonna give you a little break here because we say so many words and say so many names and remember so many things on any one show that we do.
You may not know this about me, but I'm actually a thoughtful person who cares about facts. But on this show, it's true. It's so distracting sitting here in the studio and constantly there's a lot of words that come out of our mouth.
Dirk Benedict. There you go.
Thank you very much, Dirk Benedict.
And wasn't he in the original Battlestar Galactica? Like the 70s one? I think that's where he got his start. I'm pretty sure.
Well,
hey, Bob, how's it going? Your dad's here.
Hey, Dad.
What is with the Barkley hate? Oh, Pink Wheels 3. I'm sorry if you are a Barkley lover. I can't. I will get. Everybody has their things that they love.
You know what? I'll visit Dr. Pulaski before I'll hang out with Barkley, and that's saying something.
Ow!
She was rough.
Ow! She was rough. She was not having it.
No, she was. No Beverly Crusher.
Oh my goodness.
I'm a fan of Beverly Crusher.
Okay, so I am too. So I gotta say, this was fun. I liked finding out more about it. I mean, we had played it, and so there was definitely
I like these how-tos. Or not, excuse me, I like these history of.
Yeah, they're fun.
A lot. Shows. I learned stuff on every one.
Fun little shows. So
Broccoli. I'm gonna start calling him Broccoli now.
Broccoli. Mr. Chipotle. That's what I hear.
That was Kate Mulgrew.
That was my
Catherine Janeway.
The fact that you had to explain it makes it even a worse impression. Yeah, I mean, it was terrible to begin with.
This is what life is like in our dining room.
Wow. Okay, so everybody, thank you so much for joining us today. Don't forget that we do have a challenge, and it is insects, also including arachnids, also including whatever creepy crawlies you want to put in there. but that is the main thrust of it is
Pterodoptera, if you will.
And
I think those are
due on Thursday at 5 p.m. for inclusion in the slideshow on Friday. So Friday we'll be doing the slideshow, and then right after that, I'm going to be jumping over to London Bridge Bricks stream again after our show on Friday. So be sure to pop on over there if you get a chance and check that out and follow his channel. Fun times.
Like Moto, you never know where you're going to pop up.
Well, since Moto is, dealing with his work stuff, I decided to take over his job of like appearing on every Lego stream ever. If I can, I'm trying, folks.
The streaming goodwill ambassador.
I'm trying. But yeah, so that was definitely an overview, a brief history overview.
It was true. I mean, there was a lot of information there, but there's way more. We skimmed the top.
Yeah, we did. We skimmed the surface of it. There's a lot more, and you can I think that you can definitely still pick these up in places. They were, as we mentioned, available in the U.S. on the West Coast for a while, maybe other places too, available at the dollar store for $1.99 per fun pack, and team packs as well, and some level packs. So we ended up with a bunch.
Okay, time to vote, Flynn. Let's say you're a fan of Lego, and you don't want to play the video game. Dimensions, thumbs up or thumbs down?
What do you mean? Like,
should you get them as a collector of Lego?
Yes, I believe so. I mean, only because there are some unique minifigs that you will never see again. Like that Mr. T, like you'll never see that again.
Yep. I think they're totally worthwhile.
E.T., the Gremlins figures, both of them are fantastic. I think that yeah.
And it should be possible to pick them up without spending much. There's so many. You see these on sale, and people will trade them too.
Yeah. Especially people on the West Coast who got like boxes of them. Not us. I'm just saying, not us. But there were some people who got a lot of them.
And we know some people who were super enthusiastic about Dimensions.
Very enthusiastic, and there's probably still some boxes yet unopened somewhere. Oh, now I'm the Moto understudy. That's fine. That's fine. I'll take that. I'll take that.
No pearls on the stairs, please.
No. I could only hope to achieve the talent level of Moto. I'm just saying.
You and Moto are differently talented. How about that?
Yes, I am very differently talented.
When was the last time you made a translucent blue spaceship?
Never. That's what I'm saying.
No, right?
So there we go. I'm sorry, I'm having fun with.
Hey, we actually have two mystery machines.
Two Lego mystery machines, a little one and a big one. All right, so everybody, let's see. We have got this. If you want to find us on Instagram, we are at TrickyBricks, and we're like 300 people away from 10K followers. I'm kind of freaking out. If you have questions, comments, you can email me, flynn@trickybricks.com. If you'd like to send us something through the snail mail, you may do so at Flynn and Richard, P.O. Box 11517, Oakland, California, 94611. That is, wow, that wraps up a Wednesday history of.
And who knows, like, fingers crossed, our post office has gotten better.
It has gotten better.
Isn't that crazy?
There hasn't been a line of the last several times I've been there, which has been really, really nice. And they seem to be able to find my stuff now. I'm just gonna chalk it up to, the pandemic and the fact that the U.S. postal system has been in disarray for months now.
They're
and also
hard-working folks at that post office.
they really are. It drives me crazy, but I'm good about it. So.
Bye, London Bridge Bricks.
Bye, London Bridge. We'll see you on Friday. And hey, Gary Mullane, you are most welcome. And let me see. Was there anything? Oh, very good, Monica. Excellent. There was something else that I was going to say, and now I've forgotten what it is. It couldn't have been that terribly important. Oh, I know.
What's that?
I know. We have a link tree now.
Oh, yeah.
So you can go to... Linktree, TrickyBricks. See, Cara's not here.
Bye, Dad.
It is. You can go there, and there's a link to our Discord server if you want to join our Discord server and check out what's going on in there. People talking about Lego and collaborations, and Tricky Lug is going to be doing a collaboration coming up for Bricks by the Bay, and the theme is Let's Go Camping. You can get all the information on that on the Discord, and I believe that Cara is going to be writing something up for the website that we will be writing about all of that stuff.
And Bricks by the Bay is here in the Bay Area in
That's right.
California, but it'll be virtual and available everywhere.
I think in July, I believe, but I'll have to double check on that. So thanks everybody for joining us. We'll see you on Friday at 10 a.m. And until then, don't forget to stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, wear your mask, get your pogs, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Happy building.